Hello, hello. Let's talk about learning management systems. As a first year college student, this may or may not be something that is new to you. Many of you may have used something similar in high school, but basically learning management systems are tools, they're platforms that universities have, that professors use along with students in order to basically make sure that there is a way to communicate. They are used for grades. They are used for delivering content, all kinds of things. So I'm going to go through a few things that you need to know about learning management systems and how to use them and be successful in college. So if you have questions about them, drop them in the comments. Some of the commonly used learning management systems are Blackboard, Canvas, Brightspace, Moodle. Those are just a few. There's others as well. Depending on the college or university that you are attending, that's going to have an effect on which platform is used. But it's really important that even before you start your classes, that you get to know the LMS that your university uses, because it's something you are expected to utilize throughout your time at that institution. So, like I said, LMSs are used for content delivery. That could mean a few things. It could mean that your professors will post videos. There may be live instruction that happens through that platform. They will also post things like articles, links to the textbook. If maybe the textbook is available as an open educational resource, they may be linked to that. All of your class documents, like your syllabus, your calendar, if there are any sort of frequently asked questions documents, and other things like that, that's going to be housed in your class portal in the LMS. So all kinds of content is going to be delivered to you through that LMS. So it's really important for you to get to know it really well. Other things like grades, those are also housed in the LMS. So whether your professor has you turn in stuff directly through that platform or you turn in assignments directly to them, your grades are going to be posted in that system. So sometimes they post automatically. For example, if you take a quiz within that system, it will, if it's an objective quiz, like a ABCD, something like that, then it will likely automatically post your grade when you are done, when you've submitted that quiz. Now, if it is something like a paper that you submit through the LMS, that will go to your professor, they'll grade it, and they will enter a grade. But you will be able to see in that system what your grades are. So you'll see what the assignment was, what your grade is, what the total points possible are, and things like that. So again, this is a great thing to get to know. Additionally, there's going to be a lot of communication that happens through this system. So for example, I have been sending emails to my entire class using the class list link. So I can go into the system, I can click a button, email all of my students at one time. So if you happen to be one of my students and you're watching, make sure you go check your email. But this gives professors the opportunity to easily contact students via email. A lot of times there are chat features as well in LMSs. You can contact your professor a lot of times the opposite way, right? Getting to them. So this is really important in terms of communication. LMSs also have announcement features. So again, If I want to send out kind of a global announcement to all of my students, then I have the ability to post an announcement for the entire class so everybody sees it. Now, what's important is that you actually look at the announcement, because sometimes they do not stay the whole semester. Maybe that announcement is for an assignment that week, or to tell you to, bring certain materials for a class that's coming up. So make sure you are checking your announcements regularly. So there's a lot going on in terms of communication possibilities. There's also potential collaboration possibilities as well. It could happen through discussion boards. Maybe there's groups that have been assigned, and you can work within the LMS as a group. So that's also something that can happen as well. Your professors may also track things like attendance in the LMS. I will be teaching University Life this semester. I have a peer guide, and so that's something she's going to be helping me with, is tracking attendance, and we will be using the LMS for that particular thing in our class. So again, it's just another tool that is used by professors. So make sure you know which LMS, right, which management system your university uses, and make sure you know how your professor is going to be utilizing that particular LMS. They're probably going to use as many tools as possible, but they likely are not going to use everything, right? There's so many different features in those platforms that they're not going to use it all. So just know that they are. And the best thing for you, even if you are a seasoned college student, right? This is your third year, you're headed back, you know it all. I strongly encourage that you log into the system. You look to make sure your classes are there. You look to make sure that your professor has posted the syllabus and things like that. Just start to familiarize yourself. You don't have to do it all before classes start, but just check, just see what's available. Check your email and make sure your professor hasn't given you any instructions as of yet. The other thing through your LMS you may also get is notifications for deadlines. A lot of times, when professors put in assignments with the due date, it will populate in that class, and then a notification can go out to the student. Hey, this quiz is due in 2 days. Hey, this paper is due in 3 days. So make sure, if that feature is available to you, which it should be on pretty much all of them, that you have that feature enabled. That's just one more place that can be a reminder to you to make sure that you get the work done that is required of you. So again, if you have any other questions, general questions about LMSs, please let me know. I'm happy to answer anything that you're wondering. Of course, each one has its own specific nuances, but there's a lot of generality to these platforms, and I am happy to help. So until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.